Tite Kubo, the creator of the Bleach Manga and Anime Series, has just released a brand new one-shot manga. One chapter of a brand new concept that he has created, and it's called Burn the Witch. And I think the most surprising thing about it is that it's actually not new at all. In fact, it's actually connected to his previous series. Yes, believe it or not, Burn the Witch is actually a continuation and spin-off of the Bleach Manga Series. Where do I even begin with this one? First, I just think it's really cool that I just got tricked into reading what is essentially a spin-off of the Bleach Manga Series. Now, this is a fact that is not learned until, like, the final chapters of this one-shot series, but I really like it. That being said, if this truly is connected to the Bleach Manga and Anime Series, they are doing some extreme and weird different things with this one. Now, really, this could be just an homage to Bleach. It might not really be connected to it, but with the couple of pages they give us at the very end of this chapter, it's hard to deny that this might actually take place in the same universe. So, what exactly is Burn the Witch all about? Well, it's actually kind of similar to Bleach in many senses. The only difference is this time, it takes place in the West. In fact, it takes place in London, and there are two different Londons. There's a regular version, and there's Reverse London, which is a magical world that only certain people can access. If this is sounding very similar to Harry Potter, that's only because it is very similar to Harry Potter. In fact, the actual story follows wizards and witches who live in this world, who hunt down evil creatures, in particular, dragons. Dragons which have had a big history in London. You can see it on their coats of arms, and according to the people who live in this world in the past, 72% of the population of London was killed by dragons, and it's up to these wizards and witches to take them down so that they can't hurt anyone. Already, the actual premise is very similar to Bleach, where it's about the Shinigami, the Soul Reapers, who go around killing the Hollows and stopping them from hurting people. The only difference is there's a much bigger magical element in this series. The main character is a super tall, super thin, and super attractive girl by the name of Noelle, and she's partnered with another super rambunctious and loud girl by the name of Spangle. They're two witches who are associated with an organization called Wing Bind. They're all about conservation and saving people from evil dark dragons. They also have a higher-up that they work for directly, and they have to go on missions around the world, whether they be simply helping out the random citizens of Reverse London, or going to exterminate massive dragons. There's also another character who goes by the name of Balgo, who basically looks almost exactly like Ichigo from Bleach, or even like a little bit like his son. But Balgo is basically obsessed with Noelle. He's completely head over heels in love with this girl, to the point where he obsesses over her and her panties. That's not really important, though. What is important, however, is that days earlier, Balgo actually found this lost puppy, and he decided to take care of it. Little did he know that housed within this puppy's body was actually a giant parasitic dragon that was going to do everything in its power to kill him. In fact, there's literally a scene where this dragon explodes out of this puppy's body, and he's desperately trying to wake up this dead, limpless dog. It's hilarious, but this giant dragon looks kind of like the typical European dragon that you would see in a lot of old fairy tales and even some fantasy-styled books. So Noelle and Spangle go to London to take down this massive dragon in a big action scene, and I really love the way that they actually travel, because even though they are witches, they don't necessarily use broomsticks. They actually use these dragon broomstick hybrids. They kind of look like a combination of the two things, with these dragons with really long legs that are really small and thin, but they can actually ride them. It's pretty freaking awesome, and they even seem to have their very own personalities, and they go in to help Balgo and his friend Selvi when they suddenly discovered that his friend Selvi is actually a dragon himself. He also has another one of these creepy dark dragons inside of his body, which is a completely different design than the one we actually see initially in the series. It's actually got one of the most unique dragon designs that I've ever seen. It almost seems more like a giant amorphous shadow, and its face is actually like a giant corkscrew, and going down its mouth and nose, you can see the teeth which are intertwined inside of its face. It really does prove yet again that Tite Kubo can really, like, draw some great monsters. So, essentially this all leads to a big action scene with Noel and Spangle desperately trying to save Balgo from this disgusting creature, which has taken over the body of his best friend. They also incorporate the fact that his friend apparently died years ago and this creature inhabited him and has been sort of waiting for his moment to strike. This combined with the two dragons that are attacking give Noel and Spangle a chance to demonstrate why they're so freaking awesome. And their weapons of choices are not like the swords that we see in Bleach, but they have these goofy, comical looking guns, which just completely obliterate them in a blaze of glory. So, Noel and Spangle end up saving the day, and they end up returning back to their headquarters, where they learn that their commander-in-chief has been given a raise. Something that annoys them because they did all of the hard work, and they're hoping that they were going to be able to be a part of this squad, which is known as the Saber Squad. These guys who go after the biggest, like, high-powered dragons in the series. But the reason this entire scene is even really great is because we get to see that underneath the Wing Brand logo, the place that they actually associate them with, there is another thing that says Soul Society West Branch. What we can assume from this is that everything going on in London and Reverse London is actually just what happens in this Soul Society, which takes place in the West. Now, this brings up a lot of questions. I mean, has this place actually been here the entire time? Are dragons just the Western version of hollows? Is this all just completely different stuff, but similar execution? Is there even a connection between these two things? Were they aware of everything that was going on with the Vizard, the Arankar, the freaking Quincy invasion, freaking Aizen? Do they associate with the Japanese Soul Society at all? Is there even a connection here, or is this just like a nice little nod to the fact that this was also created by the creator of Bleach? It's hard to say, especially because even at the very end, the title Burn the Witch, the letters that are highlighted actually spell out Bleach. So, I don't know if he's just trying to mess with our head or anything, but it was really cool that we actually got this, like, spin-off manga series, which is in many ways a continuation of the Bleach manga series. Something that I really think needed to happen because, as much as I like Bleach, the way that the manga series ended is still incredibly disappointing to me in many, many ways. That being said, I could feel a different energy from reading Burn the Witch. It seems like Kubo's having a little more fun with this one, and it is a one-shot. It is worth mentioning that. We may never see anything else from Burn the Witch again. This is sort of an experimental chapter that he was creating, testing the waters, and if it is popular enough, we could potentially be getting a brand new series from him, which is in a way sort of a pseudo spin-off of Bleach. Could they incorporate the old characters into this new one? Could they truly be expanding a little bit more on the world of Bleach? That's the thing, though. Like, again, I just don't know how this stuff is ultimately all connected. I mean, is the West Branch of Soul Society, do they have their very own Soul King? Were they not involved with all the events which happened in the big Quincy invasion? Inquiring minds want to know, but it was definitely a really great hook for readers at the end and a very pleasant surprise. And if anything, even if this wasn't connected to Bleach, I have to say that I really do enjoy the concept of this show. It looks like it would actually end up being something really fun if they turned it into a full-fledged manga or anime series. It's definitely got Tite Kubo's style all over it in terms of his character design and his action. Even his distinctive giant empty white pages show up at the very end here, but I wouldn't even be talking about this if it wasn't for that little big West Soul Society thing at the very end of this chapter. Basically, I just got tricked into reading a spin-off Bleach series, and I thought it was really cool. I just wanted to share my thoughts about that with you. If you guys have not had a chance to read it, make sure to go check it out. I'd love to hear all of your thoughts about Burn the Witch. Would you like to see more from this franchise? Do you really think that it's actually connected to Bleach? How is it connected? Please tell me all your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get a discussion going about Burn the Witch, a potential Bleach spin-off. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for tons of anime and manga reviews. There are a ton of brand new anime which is coming out this summer 2018. The brand new season just started. If you guys have any requests or shows that you guys would like me to look at, make sure to tell me what those are in the comments section below. Make sure that you have that bell icon clicked so you can see all of the brand new videos that are being released from me, and make sure to check us out on social media. That way you'll see tons of updates and all types of funny little tweets. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, stay down, baby.